Hi, I'm John, and like many of you, I love quality craft beer. On today's episode of Craft Canada, we go to Trans Canada Brewing in Winnipeg to speak to head brewer Morgan Wielgosz to discuss her passion for crafting beer.
Morgan, nice to see you.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely, thank you for having me. What are we gonna try today?
Well, today we are trying our Arrow IPA. It is our next core launch, so you'll be the first to try.
The first to try it.
Beyond the brewery, you're the first to try. So this is a 6.8% at 60 IBU.
Okay.
So a lot of citrus notes on the nose and palate.
But that's a pretty strong beer, right?
Deceivingly, not as strong.
Oh yeah, very citrusy.
Very citrusy.
It comes
on the
off like a
aroma.
grapefruit, right on that punch. It's great.
It's right on the nose, on the palate as well.
Why don't we go make some?
Let's do this.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh wow,
Welcome to Trans Canada Brewing Company.
this place is massive.
It is.
It's incredible. How much beer are you guys making?
Capacity is roughly 12,000 hectoliters.
All right, and 12,000 hectoliters for your average beer drinker. What's a hectoliter?
1 hectoliter is 100 liters, so a fair amount of volume.
That is a lot of beer.
It is.
All right, well let's check out how some of this is made.
Come along.
Here is your bottling line.
This is our bottling line. This machine can operate at 200 cases per minute.
Is there a reason you guys went for the bottles? It was just the nostalgia feel?
It's more of that nostalgic feel, but also that tangible experience of, drinking from the bottle, cracking open that cap.
I think we call them stubbies, right?
Stubbies.
Stubbies?
Yes.
Yeah. Like Grandpa used to drink.
Now we're bringing that back.
All right, well let's go check out more of the beer.
All right. So this is our centrifuge.
All right, so what are you doing with your centrifuge? Explain this one to me.
Centrifuge, it's more or less a filtration process. So what this does is we integrate the beer within it. It spins at a fast rate. So while it's spinning in there, it ejects all the solids out.
It's the amusement park ride that holds you to the wall, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pulls the heavy parts out to the back and leaves nice clean beer.
Exact same concept, just a little more science behind it.
All right, so what's next?
Let's show you.
This place is incredible.
This is the fooder room.
What's going on here?
So these are 6 40 hectoliter French oak custom designed fooders.
They're massive. I've never seen a barrel like this. What is this gonna do for a beer?
It just adds another element to the complexities of what we can do with beer. This is a wild farmhouse saison. We brewed with Manitoba wild rice. This has been in age for about 2 months now.
Okay.
So we'll pour a sample. So a lot of funk yard notes. You get a little bit of that body, that grittiness from the rice that we did use.
You can sense the oak. It's very much there.
It adds a new dynamic or a new element to the beer.
Well, you guys have your own brew house, so why don't we go grab a drink there?
Let's leave.
So this is the Timmy Tom's Pizza, because you guys have a Timmy Tom's Pizzeria inside your brewery.
We do.
I'm really excited. Okay, so we've got the beer, we've got the pizza. Let's get into this a little bit. And pairs well with beer?
With beer, surprisingly enough.
Is there a pizza that doesn't pair well with beer? Like, I don't even know.
Is there a beer that doesn't pair well with anything?
It's a real brewmaster answer. How did you get into the brewing business?
I began my professional brewing career roughly 10 years ago in Toronto. So I just graduated out of university through the Faculty of Science there. It was really there where I started building a passion behind craft beer.
I mean, because a lot of us go through university days and find a love for beer. That part's not uncommon.
Absolutely.
But not everyone goes and takes it to that next level.
Yeah, it's more of a snowball effect of, well, how did this get to my glass? What's the story behind it?
What did your parents say when you said, I want to be a brewer?
Oh my goodness. Way to waste 5 years of your science degree, you're going into beer. think in hindsight they see that that was the best decision.
Like, oh, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew her path. You've got to be one of very few female brewmasters in Canada.
I know in Manitoba I'm the first female head brewer in history.
The first female head brewer in history of Manitoba.
Yes, from what they've been able to date back to.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like that you looked into it. Cheers to that.
I did not, they did.
So, since you're a transplant to Winnipeg, what's your favorite thing on a personal level about this city that you've found so far?
I had never seen a summer like it here. It was absolutely beautiful. I was waking up at 5 a.m., the sun was rising, and 11 p.m., the sun was setting. It was the most phenomenal. I hadn't experienced that. I was used to Toronto where it's humid, hot, your days are shorter.
And you moved to a city with a better hockey team.
If I moved to any city, I'm pretty confident I'd be moving to a city with a better hockey team, so, but yes.
Sorry, Toronto. So you love to travel, eat, and of course drink.
And drink.
Where are some of your favorite places that you've been?
We were in Italy 2 years ago. I remember stepping out of the car in Sorrento, and they have fields of these lemon trees and lemon groves that it was so exhilarating, and in that moment I was like, oh my goodness, if you could capture this in a beer, that would be fantastic.
And how can you say, no matter the capacity, that this is not a craft brewery, when you sound exactly like a painter describing, trying to recapture a moment in time through the flavors of the beer? Like, that's incredible.
And that's what I love so much about travel and food and even wine and spirits. There's so many elements and dynamic cultural experiences out there. It's a matter of capturing that and trying to bring it through.
Well, thank you for crafting a beautiful beer.
Thank you very much for coming. Cheers.